Hello, welcome back to What I'm Playing Ritual League Edition. These are short videos about the builds I'm playing any given league. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to not miss out on more fun videos. Hope you guys enjoy and let's jump right into it. Today's build is Winter Orb Occultist. So what is this build about? This build is all about stacking a bunch of power charges with the help of dual void batteries. We scale crit damage and area effect. It is supposed to be a quite fast moving map clearer. Because of the stacking of area effects, not only does it improve the Winter Orb projectile overlap, but also improves our exploded chest explosions. As you know, I like leveling with my endgame setup as soon as possible, so that's what I did. Level and get cold skills till I could get Winter Orb and Hydrosphere. My League Start build was supposed to be a self-cast Hydrosphere build, but I think in this Winter Orb build Hydrosphere works a lot better, as Winter Orb with its auto-targeting triggers Hydrosphere's explosions all the time. Final skill tree should look something like this. For our Ascendancy we pick Occultist, for the extra power charge, and because of the Occultist changes, the cold damage we get is not restricted to cold damage over time. Ascendancy notables I'm using: Void Beacon, Frigid Wake, Forbidden Power, and Malediction. Let's talk currency now. This build definitely was on the more expensive side, as I made a pretty insane chess piece to start it off. I do think that you kinda have to invest a decent amount into the build for it to feel comfortable, but maybe spread it out a bit more instead of putting all the eggs in the same basket, like I did. Even though my effective HP was alright, I found it quite squishy in tier 16 maps, not to mention the boss fights where I either had to play perfect or not do them at all. This build is great for clearing legions due to the explosion chains and would be best suited for some fast mapping in the lower red tiers. How I gear the character: 2 void batteries, the Pandemonious, a helmet with +2 Winter Orb maximum stages enchant and +1 maximum power charges, a spell crit and exploding mod chest piece, gloves with the Temple mod to deal increased damage against shield enemies, boots with Tailwind and Elusive, a ring with Frostbite on hit. The other ring and belt are just rares for getting life resistances and attributes I might be missing for my gems. We also use Milton Faith to get the Inner Conviction keystone. For cluster jewels we use 1 large and 2 mediums. The following notables: Deep Chill, Vengeful Commander, Doriani's Lesson on the large cluster jewel, Cold Conduction, Blast Freeze on one, and Vast Power, Magnifier on the other medium cluster jewel. I think this build was also partly possible due to Harvest, but might be harder to execute with future changes, and even though I could have taken the gear to even more ridiculous levels, I didn't feel like spamming Haywark Hamlet all the time. All I'm saying is that this is probably not the build's final form. Well, as I mentioned before, this build is great for map clear and would benefit also from wearing a Headhunter. Legion clear is amazing, but I personally prefer a more rounded character that can maybe not clear maps and packs instantly, but has decent damage and survivability against bosses too. I did manage to kill Awakener 8, but wasn't as successful with Maven. Even though this build has some amazing gear pieces, it was not my favorite build of the league. Here are some clips of me killing bosses. You can find Path of Building link in the description box. Thanks for watching and be sure to check out my stream if you are new here. Bye.